Join us on our trip to Koh Phangan.
I think it's called Koh Phangan.
Okay, we're leaving Koh Samui and we're heading off to the island. We have no idea what to expect, but it looks fantastic.
In theory, you can buy the tickets online, but the payment system is a little bit tricky. Its default setting is trying to get you to do like a bank transfer. It's much easier just to turn up and pay cash. Even if you sort of book online and you don't pay, they'll usually have your reservation in the system, so you should still get a ticket even if the boat is full. So hopefully that helps you not worry too much about getting your ticket to the island.
Safety is the middle name of this company, and nobody ever calls it by its middle name. Finding a bit of a retreat from the crowd, and off we go. So long, Koh Samui. That looks like PJ in the morning. Trouble's coming. Madness ensues as everybody wants to get off straight away. Everybody is nervous about missing 1 second of their time on the island.
Good rain.
Kind of reminds you of Bahrain with all the drainage. This is beautiful. This was like next to nothing, and you know, you could hear the sea even if you couldn't see it. And we had a visitor on our first day there, which was a great big goanna.
That is not a bathtub, that is a swimming pool. Now I can see why Charles booked this place.
There's the goanna. It was a good 1.5 meters long. Look at that athlete go. Paradise.
It's not the full moon, it's not even close to the full moon, but there's a world of difference between this area during the day and this area at night time. During the day it's like a barren wasteland, which is still nice, and most of the shops are closed. And we went back to our hotel room, we've been swimming, it's been beautiful, the beach is lovely, our resort is right on the water, it's lovely and costs $33 a night. But we've come out at night time and all the places that were closed are now open. The music's pumping, and you know, there's a lot more people on the beach and stuff like that. And the weather is just gorgeous. Like, it's not hot, it's not cold, it's just lovely. And there's a certain quality in the air, the twilight, which has been here for about an hour so far. So, you know, it must linger, and it's just lovely.
The food is really great here. I mean, it's cheap as chips. The island's kind of deserted. This is near where the full moon party is. Well, it is where the full moon party is. And because there's no full moon, there's nobody there. So we're just lucky to have the place to ourselves, almost.
It's Thailand's 5th biggest island and has an area of 167 kilometres square, but over 90% of it is unspoilt tropical forest. There's over 10 kilometres of vibrant coral and more than 20 local dive sites.
You know, some of the accommodation options here range from $4 to $1,000 a night. So we at $35 are really at the bottom end.
We're at an Israeli restaurant at the beach, you know, having hummus and falafel balls. We're living large.
About 14,000 people live here, but that population swells when the full moon party is on.
We're in a beach paradise. It's beautiful. We got a beautiful room. You walk down onto this lovely white sandy beach, surrounded by beautiful people. And you know, of course, like then the tank turns up and people run for cover. But PJ's saying this is too nice, you're eating too much, you're having way too much fun. So she is booked tonight's accommodation, and supposedly it's going to be a rude awakening for me. It's called Wildwood or something, and I don't know anything about it other than I'm probably not going to enjoy it, because she seems very happy we're going there.
I'm a little bit excited. I think it might be a little bit cheesy, but that's okay. It might be a little bit like Canggu in Bali. It might not. I don't know. We'll find out when we get there. About 95% of the island's population are Buddhists.
I'm very happy in the car, even though PJ wanted to walk. I think that was just bullshit. She's just saying it just so she can be take the moral high ground. But there's no way she'd want to walk, and if she did, I'd be carrying her pack. And oh my God, a gym on the beach. This is PJ's idea of heaven, my idea of hell.
So we've arrived and the reception was lovely, and here is the view. The weather here varies from 25 degrees up to about 32 or 33 in the height of summer. So it's warm and sunny all year round.
I have big feet, size 13, UK, and I'm wearing some sandals, and they're the only shoes I have, and they're starting to wear through. So I just took them to a local shoe repair place, and for 200 baht they're going to put new sole on them, and you have a choice of one sole. So if you don't like that, that's what you're getting. So we'll see what it is. They're going to pick them up tomorrow. I'm walking along in the full sun on this cement road, and amazingly it's not that hot, you know, like it's humid, but the actual cement isn't that hot. It's quite easy to walk on. PJ's got us going on some goose chase, but we'll see how it goes.
Me! It was his idea. We're going to this place called the Infinity Bar, and then walking back to the accommodation through the shallows. That's more gentle on his feet. And then probably doing some weights. Yeah?
Ow, 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 ow.
Hot feet.
The beach club really looked no better than our hotel, and I suppose this would be great if you were staying at a hotel that was not on the beach to go to. And the walk back was lovely. As you can see, the beach is really nice, and it was kind on my feet, my soft feet. And we just went past beachside hotel after beachside hotel of all different varying levels of flashness. But it was really beautiful and was like out of a movie. And you could see the fringing reef off in the distance where the surf was breaking. And it was great to get back to our air-conditioned room because it was quite warm. And, it's really beautiful here. You know, there's something nice about a freshly made up room and the bathroom that's got everything in place. We didn't have a complete beachfront room this time, but we had a great view of the sea, admittedly past the other ones, and also the gym, the horrible gym. But it was a beautiful location, this Wildwood, and it was really nice.
We were able to get some pretty good food close by.
The owner tried to send us to a Western place, but we ended up going to a local place where the food's fantastic. Here's PJ trying to look athletic. It really was a place that kind of drove you towards doing some exercise. Everybody was doing something.
And we were sort of scouting a place to set up a base camp for about 3 months. I'm quite keen on this.
I'm not. I'd rather have a 2-bedroom unit so we can have guests, and also a pool, and also a gym in the building, but not necessarily one like this.
Down through here. Where is Charlie? Where is Charlie? There's Charlie. Hello. So, tell me about it. Oh, I come around.
I don't like the Kraken. This is what she makes me do. It's horrible, you know. So I didn't really want to do this, but she made me.
Poor Charlie.
I'm not really a gym person.
Doing well though.
That's what you say.
After a lovely stay at Wildwood, we had some lunch and went to a new accommodation. When I was honest with the folks about the fact we were actually scouting for a place to sort of set up shop for about 3 months in the future, they kindly gave us a free upgrade. So I'm very grateful to the folks that run this hotel, and the service was top notch.
We basically have this resort to ourselves. In fact, we haven't seen anybody else since we got here. It's really lovely. Just out the front, we got these kite surfers going past. I just got out of the pool. You can see the kite surfer heading across. There's lots of them. And I'm going to spend some time sitting in that hammock. Hopefully I won't fall out. And if I do, I certainly won't do it in front of Penelope, taking the photos of it. But yeah, it's really lovely here. It's quiet. It's kind of interesting watching the kite surfers jump out of the water. And it's very tranquil and beautiful. I don't know if you can hear it, but you can hear the waves washing up. Like, even when you're in the pool, you can hear that. We walked down the beach last night as far as that next point, which was good. Just behind here there's a sort of a row of restaurants and shopping centres and stuff like that. But we've got a restaurant right there, which is really great to go to. So we'll be having lunch there.
Cannabis is legal here for people over 20, so don't be surprised to see it in cafes and for sale generally.
We're walking down the beach because we're, you know, industrious activity people, and we're going to see an old Thai Navy vessel that's down near the pier.
As recently as 40 years ago, this island didn't have electricity, and the roads were generally locally funded. So there's been a significant transformation since then. Koh Phangan. Most people reach Koh Phangan through the international airport at Koh Samui, followed by a ferry, but you can also catch a ferry from other parts of Thailand, and there are railway connections and bus connections linking to those ferry services as well.
One thing that you may be interested to see when you visit the main jetty in Koh Phangan is there's a old landing craft from the Thai Navy. It was first in the American Navy, but they gave it to the Thais as an assistance package. It was in service with the Thai Navy for about 40 years. It's like a landing craft heavy, and it's not in bad nick. It's been here since 2008, and the reason it's here is kind of named after the island. So it's in a dry dock, but it's not dry, it's wet, stored. So anyways, it doesn't look that bad, but the doors are open. You can walk up and stare inside, but we can't see how you can get on board.
40 baht for a juice shake at this market. Charlie just tried to surprise me with a visit to the Siam Healing Centre, but it seems like they're closed either today or just generally. It looks a bit unused at the moment. It's a beautiful idea. This place has great write-ups. Just goes to show after COVID, you need to double check. Don't just assume that things are still open that have been open in the past. So it was time to go back to the hotel and relax before visiting my friend Tracy's dad and his partner. And this was a really cool opportunity to see how people who live here live in terms of architecture and style of garden as well.
And they built like 3 or 4 huts in the bush, right on the water with a little swimming pool, and they rented out a couple of them.
And it was Tracy's birthday, so we called her together and wished her happy birthday, which was a highlight of the trip. It was just so nice to spend some time, yeah, with friends, family.
He treated us with a whole lot of vegan snacks for PJ, and then took us out to this really cool restaurant right on the water. And you know, we would never have gone there because it looked too flash, but the prices were very reasonable.
Then it was time to check into our next hotel nearby. And this was really cute. I think Charlie really liked this place. It was a good little base camp to explore that part of the island.
It had fantastic views from the pool, and I spent a lot of time in the pool. Last night we had dinner with a lovely couple, Nadia and Kevin, who are, one of them's the parents of the Kraken's friend back in Australia, that's Kevin. And they recommended we go to Secret Beach for some snorkeling and everything. We drove past it last night, it looks really lovely, so I don't know how secret it is, if you can see it from the road, but we're on our way there now, due to their recommendation.
Take the opportunity to look up the local events that are on. Here's an example or two. So, Rise Ecstatic Dance at Pyramid with Johnny T Fusion, Crystal Sound Healing with Michelle, or you might be invited to join a magical and transformative full moon goddess ceremony where we'll connect in sacred sisterhood and tap into our divine feminine energy.
Like you're standing next to me. You're forever on my mind. You're forever by my side. Won't you hold me closely? I don't want to fade away. Please just watch over me. It's not easy, but your love is immortal.
My daughter's boyfriend found these goggles at the walls of Dubrovnik in Croatia, and they've come in very useful. I've used them in lots of countries now. And here they're good because there's lots of little fish in the water, probably up to about that long. And but the water's not as clear as you'd think it would be, probably because of the wave action. But you can probably see about 3 meters underwater, and that's about it. And it's pretty grey at that, but when you get in close, there's lots of different fish, rasp, and there's some little trevally, and there's lots of mullet, and there's lots of little rainbow fish and butterfly fish. So it's pretty. You can just walk into the water off the rocks here. The Kraken is spoiled. As you look behind us, we're in paradise, and what she wants to do is go to a dirty, stinking bar and watch comedy night. You know, we got paradise around us, perfect solitude, the quiet nature, a restaurant, a pool, a beautiful view. No, we're going to go to a bar. And then afterwards, supposedly we're going to listen to drumming and fire twirling on the beach. My life is so hard. My feelings are mixed on this place. It's got some points that I really like, but I don't think it's worth the effort to get to it. Koh Samui seems just as nice, and you know, it's definitely cheaper and, you know, easier to get around.
Look at it.
Welcome to the comedy open mic.
I visited I'm not going to call her my psychologist. I'm going to call her an intuitive empath. She's cheaper than a psychologist. So I visited her this week, and I talked about my issues, my P issues, my parental issues. Those are my issues. They're like, Jeff, you need to get a real job. This P shaman shit, it's got to go. Comedy's not real. I'm like, Mom, it is a real job. I get paid in energy exchanges.